I believe that Harley Morenstein is the Epic Mealtime guy who dropped out of Creator Clash, and now he's on the latest Ethan Klein show, and he just called in. I'm assuming that they're going to smack talk. Either way, I'm going in blind, so I have no idea what's going to happen. So yeah, let's just take a look.
Harley Morenstein. In parentheses, Jewish.
Thank you for having me, by the way.
Harley, welcome back to the show. Nice to see you. How's it to be back?
By the way, I'm pretty sure this guy was the biggest name on their roster. Okay, I'm pretty sure this person was the biggest name on the roster for Creator Clash 3. So him dropping out is a big deal. And he specifically said he dropped out specifically because of the Idubbbz drama. Because Idubbbz did all that shit, that is why he dropped out. Yeah, that was his very specific reason for doing so. So just FYI, right? Like again, they've lost the biggest name on the roster due to Idubbbz drama and Idubbbz like involvement with Hassan. All right. I mean, obviously, and Morenstein himself is, I'm pretty sure, okay, again, he's Jewish. All right, Israeli or something. He has like family in Israel, so it's like it's kind of it is kind of unhinged for somebody to be associating with Hassan, who says that probably Harvey's family should be sent to re-education camps or something. Right? It's kind of weird to have these associations. No. Okay.
You know, I'm sure you saw the warm reception that you received from the audience after your last visit here.
It was very nice. It was very nice, actually. I liked it a lot.
Well, I agree. I think you're just a terrific guy, and
I think he should just call himself Idubbbz. Good idea. Okay.
I think you're a very funny guy. Lots of thirsting as well. I don't know
Come on.
Are you single?
What?
It could be.
Depends who's asking.
What?
Yeah, hey, it could be. You guys were talking about height before, and when I used to be on the dating apps, I always put 6'6", but I'm 6'5".
Hassan, he's not even hiding anymore on stream how much he despises Jewish people. Clay, you should join my Discord server because I don't know if you use Discord, but some Hassan simps have raided my Discord server. I'm keeping them around as long as they follow the rules and don't actually give out death threats. I've like timed them out like 2 times at this point. However, you should take a look because they confirm every single one of your assumptions. One of them openly is anti-Semitic, like openly is anti-Semitic, and he posts like shirtless pictures of Hassan. So in addition to posting shirtless pictures of Hassan, time for a purge on your Discord. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? It's fun. I don't want the tankies to be too crazy to the point where the Discord server is banned, but I want them to be around enough so then there's activity in general chat. Everybody in the general chat is just blasting the tankies, and the tankies love to blast them back. It's great. Except everybody there is incredibly racist. You're so disgusting. No, he's like literally saying, oh, in my country, Jews are like the most disgusting, despicable, shop owners everywhere. And they're like 0.1% of the population. Like, no wonder Jews moved to Israel, dude. Like, with people like you around, how could you possibly be surprised? Somebody like posted like, oh, Jews are only like 0.3% of the population. And he's like, he has such a vicious hatred for Jews. Like, it's crazy.
See, why would you lie about that?
Because let me tell you something. 6'5", you're in like the top 5% maybe of tall.
No, you're way higher than that.
Says the person who muted me? Okay, well, good job, because you just earned yourself another 30 minutes. Good luck.
Well, 6'6" is a whole other level.
But 6'6" is when it starts to get weird.
Just let me.
Michael Jordan is 6'6", isn't he?
Yeah, he's 6'6", and it's true. At a certain height, like around 6'5", things start to get weird. People wear like big Velcro shoes.
Yeah.
Or they have like, like one big shiny shoe or something, and like a big head.
Start to feel weird, yeah.
The heart beats differently.
You don't live as long, my God, man, right?
No, yeah, I probably won't make it that long. My fingers are so far from my heart.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you're right. It's just.
Yeah. Okay, can I say something, by the way?
Does that mean that little people live longer?
What?
Interesting.
Because their fingers are close to their heart.
I try to imagine. I try to imagine that Jewish people, like when they gather together in private with no Jewish people, like no non-Jewish people around, all they do is argue about like the most random ass shit like this. Okay. All right. That's just what I assume is happening with people. Family
Something
meetings.
to ponder
okay?
on for sure.
Well, we don't have to ponder. Ask ChatGPT quick. Go ahead, Harley.
Yeah, I want to say something. It was crazy. I know I'm just a guest, and I'm like, you know, I'm waiting to come on. But you guys were talking about Jollibee.
Yeah.
I'm the guy, dude.
What does that mean?
You should have had me in here. That's my thing. Like fast food. Like, you know, I'll tell you something. I got opinions, bro. I'm the most leading expert in fast food that you've probably ever had on the podcast. You know what I mean?
That's true. It is a topic. So, well, what's your opinion on Jollibee?
Wait, so you
Well,
should.
I wanted to.
You should also hi, by the way.
Wait, is this?
Hi, nice to see you.
Wait.
Too. You should order it, and we all eat it at the same time.
Unfortunately, I don't have access to a Jollibee
Oh.
here. Yeah. So,
And that's just
I wanted
another
to say
reason
Jollibee-
why Canada is an L territory.
You can't do that when we're in a trade war. Those jokes are
Right.
mean when we're at war.
Right, we love Canada, actually.
Listen,
I'm pretty sure Harvey Morenstein himself is conservative. I don't, because I'm not entirely sure if he is conservative, like personally. But he showed up. He showed up on the PKA. He showed up on PKA, and PKA is like the red pill podcast. Like, so yeah, I don't know.
your war was with the Philippines. Like,
Harley was a casual Hassan viewer. Okay, never fucking mind, I guess. Holy shit. Okay, all right.
okay.
I heard that in the back. Told you.
Harley, am I mistaken, or are you in some kind of bizarro Hassan set there?
No, this is my room, actually.
This is your room. It's
Got
incredible.
Dude, you should see my swords.
He said that Ethan's video turned him around. Okay, something I will never get is how people watch Hassan casually and they never really picked up on any of the incredibly sus things that are happening on his stream all the time. Like, is anyone else confused about that? Like, some people just unironically watch Hassan casually. I don't get it. How the fuck do you watch Hassan casually? How do you do that? It's just that's like telling me you watched Nick Fuentes casually. Right? How the fuck do you watch Nick Fuentes casually? What are you? Fucking psychotic? What the fuck is wrong with you? Okay, sorry. Goddamn, you pause on a joke. Oh shit, sorry.
Over here.
We love Canada, actually.
Listen, your war was with the Philippines. Okay.
I heard that in the back. Told you.
Harley, am I mistaken, or are you in some kind of bizarro Hassan set there?
No, this is my room, actually.
This is your room. It's
Got
incredible.
Dude, you should see my swords over here. They're insane. I can't show them on stream because TOS, but my
Wait,
swords
why?
are crazy.
What's on
There's
this?
some crazy stuff. I don't even want to say it. You should see.
I don't think you can goon to Nick Fuentes the same way. Well, I mean, not with that attitude.
These swords. There's 10 of them in there.
Wow.
They're fucked.
Can't imagine what it could be.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
Is that?
Do you
that's a
do you happen to have
swastika.
any Hitler Youth knives or pocket knives or watches or anything? Hitler Youth.
I have Hitler my books here. I have Hitler book and Osama
never was
bin
a
Laden
Hassan
book.
fan.
Those are
Osama
two-
bin Laden's smarter than you, by the way.
I can tell.
Smarter than all of you put together.
He's right.
So I got those books there. Yeah.
He's got swastika diamonds.
Right. Okay. Well, it sounds like you're all settled in there and comfortable.
Harley has a David Star sword, true.
Oh, can I say something? I wanted to say
Always.
Jollibee chicken
Yeah.
is really good.
I was more of a Destiny
Jollibee
person. That's fucking based, actually.
fried chicken is. I would choose that over KFC.
Okay.
So, do you have a
Having s-
favorite? Oh yeah, go ahead.
Well, having said that, one of the best things to get there is the spaghetti, because I know it was
I got
weirding you
that.
out, and it is weird. It's not going to be spaghetti. It tastes like SpaghettiOs, kind of like it tastes a bit like
Doesn't
that
sound-
type of spaghetti. I know I'm not selling it. It's
No.
better than everything I'm saying, though.
I love spaghetti.
It's better than this. Me too. I
Did
love
anyone order
SpaghettiOs.
spaghetti?
Yeah, I did.
Just you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, there
bite.
she knows, dude.
I
She
wanna
knows.
have a
Come
bite.
on.
I could see it in the photo. It looked delicious to me.
It looked
Yeah,
okay. All right, well, we'll see.
You could just smell it. You could smell it. And
They're talking about spaghetti, dude. Just talk about Crater Clash. Why are we talking about Italy? Ew.
then, well, I don't know. I don't know why I'm
kidding.
inviting you to smell her food. But
No, you can absolutely smell that.
That's well. I mean, I
You
bought
can
it.
take
It's
a
the least
bite.
she can do is let me smell it. You know.
I know, right?
You can smell all the food in there.
That's right.
Right.
I'm like the king. Maybe this isn't the most nice. It's like you remember used to be laws where like the king got to
It's
sleep with the
Filipino. What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
with the
No.
Prima
bride
nocta, but
before
smelling
the
food.
the groom. It's like
Yeah.
that.
Ew, that was a thing?
This podcast is not about politics. Yeah, but I'm expecting drama.
Was it? I think in certain places that was a thing where the king.
Yeah, it's called prima nocta, I think.
The king
the king has
fucked
the
your
first
new-
night.
What the hell?
Yeah.
That's how Braveheart started. The movie Braveheart, remember?
Oh shit.
That's what happens at the beginning there, something like that. But also, when you were gonna do the thing before, I think the word you wanted to say was plie.
Plie. Thank you.
Next time you should have pre-watched the H3 podcast. It doesn't matter. I will take this. I'll take this in. Okay. Listen. Don't stop judging me. Okay.
Yeah. Plie.
I
That's what it's
couldn't see
called.
your feet. It's a fundamental maneuver, but I couldn't see your ankles, so I couldn't tell if it was a demi plie. But if you lift your heels up, that's a plie. If they're
Why
staying
did
on
you
the
not
ground,
know
it's a
that?
demi
Why-
plie.
About the
You weren't
demi-plie?
saying
I
it
know about
well.
a demi-plie.
Okay, but then
I'm
why did you?
fact-checking
The
about
motion-
the
well,
sleeping with the bride on the...
Oh, you're caught up on that.
I'm
She's got
looking it
on
up
that.
right now.
I take. You made a curtsy gesture. I feel like you
What's
led
a
us
plie?
astray.
What's the difference?
Plie is, would you like to see?
Please, yes.
Demonstrate, please.
Dude, she's so fun. Okay, stop.
Plies.
Sexist.
You're in first position.
Oh.
Oh.
A demi-plie is like all the way.
Oh.
Demi.
Well, what's the one where you're like you're like high crust greeting? That's the
That's
those
the
are
curtsy,
those are
right?
ballet moves.
A
What are you talking
curtsy?
about?
That's a whole
high
new
class- like a
introduction.
Shakespearean curtsy at the end of a play when people bow.
A
What you're talking
curtsy.
about? You know, Shakespearean curtsy, the girls go all the way down to the floor because of their dresses.
Did you know that?
Did
'Cause
you
they're
know that?
women.
Ethan, did you know that?
Did you?
You mean
How
the
did that
men who
hit?
played women?
Yes.
Some-
This is
yes,
not what
them as well.
podcasts are.
Okay, dude, you don't get
Okay, good. I'm glad I wasn't the only one.
It's like whenever I do, this guy's up in my ass telling me what is and isn't
Zach, you got-
podcasting.
you
You,
gotta
believe
hang
the
up
balls
on him.
on this dude?
I think he would need to lose a lot of money.
Why the fuck why are you counting my money? Harley, why is he counting my money?
You know,
Jewish.
I can't say anything.
Play the Jewish clip. Play it now, okay? Jewish.
'Cause
Okay.
I've been trying to count his money. I was really trying to count his money for a couple of creator clashes there.
Yeah, what's your total at?
Well, I was curious. I was just always curious how much someone, with the thing, because then they revealed recently that they were getting 34% of the profits there.
Yeah, we're getting into that.
That's what we want to talk.
Oh yeah, right. Like so what he is talking about here specifically is how in terms of Creator Clash, apparently Ian and Anissa are getting 35% of the proceeds coming from Creator Clash 3. So even though they're stepping back, they're still like getting a large share of the revenue from Creator Clash 3, which is fucking unhinged. Like, it's actually so, like, I like how whenever people accuse the Jews of being greedy or something, like, everybody who is anti-Semitic, like, they're literally every single stereotype that they are, like, projecting onto Jewish people. It's crazy.
Talk about.
Yeah.
Did I jump too far?
Let's do it.
No, I mean, no.
Let's
Look
do
what I
it.
did. No, I should. That was stupid.
No, not at
That's
all.
stupid.
Jewish.
Nah,
You can button
yeah.
it. You can button it.
It's not. This isn't like a
spoiler.
novel.
It's
This
a
isn't-
spoiler,
It's not
dude.
like a move. We're not. It's not like a twist or anything.
Jewish.
Okay.
Jewish.
Well, I was I was pocket watching quite a bit because I'm in the events, and so I was always, wow, I'd see something cool, I'd be like, that's cool. I kind of bought it. Not really, but I kind of did, I'm allowed to smell it. Like the camera rigs and all that, I'm allowed to smell it. I put in sweat, training for the event and all that. But then they revealed on the Creator Clash thing that they made 34%. And you know what? I
Bro.
wasn't really
That's unhinged.
taken aback or
You weren't surprised by that.
I knew they were going to make
Jesus,
money.
dude.
I thought maybe they would have taken a salary or something. I didn't know how it worked.
Apparently, Ian has a business degree. I think it should be rescinded after this debacle. Are you kidding me? He's earning 35% of the proceeds? Give him a PhD. He is slimy.
So that's not outlandish, but I thought it was pretty crazy the Creator Class shared it. Made me feel like maybe they got maybe there's bad blood going on.
That was
there or something. Maybe they
1,000%
got
a
some-
sneak diss. There is no other way to interpret that. They knew it was going to cause a shitstorm. They went completely out of their way to mention it. Here, let me pull it up.
That's a really hard question.
Shut up. God,
Bro, if I was a boxer, I would drop out too. Dude, the event organizers are fucking grifters. Like, what the fuck? It's just bad vibes all around. Right? Like, it's unironically bad vibes all around. Like, Jesus, dude.
hate her. She's the worst. Was it on
Event
this one?
organizers
Let's
are
see.
Jay.
Do the
Jesus,
fighters
dude.
get paid? Yeah, here it is. Here it is. So they put out this. They took over the website.
Okay. Finally.
They have a transparency Q&A. And at the bottom, do the fighters get paid? Here's what it says. Yes, each fighter received a guaranteed purse to help cover training and prepare
Do I
and
get
preparation
1% as
expenses.
well?
We knew that.
Jesus,
Okay.
dude.
In addition, 20% of the net profit from the event will be evenly split among all the fighters. Okay.
Okay. So this is where I starting to have a lot of opinion, but okay, go ahead and
Well,
finish.
I mean, if it's a charity event, I don't know
That's-
why they need to get paid.
To
Personally.
me, okay, at this point,
Yeah,
what you're describing
what?
is not a charity event because I don't see any mention of
Where's
charity.
where's
But
the
then-
part
but
about
then-
it
Just don't
being
call it a charity
charity?
event.
But let's say, how many fighters are there in total? Like 20?
What?
Maybe 18? So you'd have
that.
yeah. So 20.
Bro,
let's
my
say there's
squad
20
is getting
fighters. So
wiped.
each fighter gets 1% of the net profit. Then splash cut over to further 34% profit share originally allocated to Ian and Anissa is also being redistributed among the fighters following their departure. Now, my friends,
Losing money costs you nothing.
that's easy to say, buddy. By the way, AB, welcome back to the game, baby. What are we at today in the stock market? I am a fully licensed financial advisor, Harley. If you have financial questions, please field
I've
them
been
now.
taking. I've seen it on your story posts, and I.
Bro, it's such a hot day today. Holy shit. It's such a usually I have a higher heat tolerance. But yeah, Jesus Christ. You know what? That's my number one motivation to lose weight. Okay? I know this is a tangent. But my number one motivation to lose weight is I am able to tolerate higher temperatures in California. Okay? That is Listen, the fatter you are, the less you're able to tolerate heat. Okay? I'm losing weight, so it's pretty good. Okay.
I fully trust them.
I mean, my track record is fairly good, I would say.
I know climate
so
change.
they've been
Yikes.
yoinking 34%,
S&P's down today.
Yeah.
barely. No,
Yeah, but
dude.
By the way, you have California is one of the most stable. Part of the reason why it's so nice to live in California is because it has one of the most stable weathers. Like it has one of the most stable weather patterns ever. Okay, like fucking ever. However, in recent years, what's been going on is that you have wildfires, which is normal in California, all right? And then do you know what you have? Not 501c3a? Okay, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, okay? I don't know. There's some weird people that I've never seen before in chat saying some weird shit. I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah. Yeah, so Sunsen. Right, okay. And then you have like rainstorms. You have rainstorms. And there's flooding. If it was only flooding and rainstorms, I wouldn't mind. Okay? If it was only wildfires, I wouldn't mind. Alright? But then you have some fucking bipolar disorder, okay? Borderline personality disorder, Mother Earth, okay? I mean, I'm not surprised because she's a woman, alright? And all women have BPD. I thought Cali weather was pretty moderate in comparison to the rest of the world, less extremes. Yeah, it is, but I'm just saying it's been more extreme recently. Yeah. So, you know, naturally I blame women for climate change.
It's just you brought it up. So.
It's not, man, you don't know. You clearly don't know what you're talking about. If you're going to look at one day.
Well, just you asked how he did today, and I'm telling you it's down.
I didn't ask what's it at today.
It's down in the past 4 days.
Do you know what it's down today? 0.0081%.
Ethan, you brought it up, and you said, "Hey, AB, how you looking?" And then we looked it up, and it's down.
Well,
it's red.
Here you go. How about let's pull it out and do it like grown-ups. You know what I mean? Like,
he's just saying overall because he's been.
My local town is experiencing more flash floods because of deforestation. Oh, I didn't. Wait, I'm sorry. Does that happen because when you're deforesting places, you're uprooting the roots and like the trees keep the water from like flooding into like different places? Is that why? Or I'm not entirely sure how deforestation leads to yeah, that kind of stuff. It's like flash floods in April. It's unusual. Okay.
Telling me not to tell. He even reached out to me when I was on vacation.
I once had a friend who lived in the Philippines. And what happens there often is just floods. Fucking storms and floods everywhere, okay? Like it's storm and flood city. All right? Constantly. How do you live? How do you live under that? And under Duterte at the time as well. So you're living under Duterte and it's fucking flash floods and storms all the time. Jesus.
And said, "Hey man, don't sell."
AB was about to sell at the pit.
I'm glad I didn't. Yeah.
Let's click 6 months.
This is 1 year.
Well, let's look at 6 months.
You guys, we have so much to say about creator class.
People were panic selling, and AB was about to panic sell.
Why are we even talking?
Dude, Gila Klein is dressed up like the fucking table at the local chess tournament. Gila Klein's dressed up as like the fucking grandmaster's chess table. Motherfucker looking. The Philippines experienced monsoon in late early year. I feel bad for them. Okay. The current president's called Bongbong. Yeah, okay. That's... And then I'm guessing Bongbong is like a hardcore dictator.
And I said, hold strong, brother.
This?
Like, big fires can cause
thunderstorms?
It's money. It was money.
You just randomly brought up the stock market.
No, I brought it up, but then you made it way worse when you're like, oh, well, it's down today. And that you're challenging my credentials.
You asked how it was doing.
I did not. Did I ask how was the stock market today?
No, you said.
That's fine.
He's challenging his Jewish credentials, okay? It's not just credentials, it's Jewish. Okay, sorry. But has been getting more erratic everywhere. Yeah, no kidding. It's crazy.
Specifically, but
it's a wild time to
history, Anissa.
No, you're the one.
Jewish.
You're the one, Anissa.
You know what, Dan?
You're Anissa.
All of you
You're Anissa.
and you need to lose everything you have.
There was an obvious implication
for this.
There was an obvious implication from your question.
I hope you lose everything.
The truth, what actually happened. You said the S&P is up, and I was like, oh, let's go. And then I Googled it, and it was red. And then
not today. I mean, when I talk about
in the volcanoes, a lot of earthquakes. Southeast Asia's cooked, and Malaysia, dude, Southeast Asia is actually cooked. All right, with the advent of global warming and everything that's been happening recently, I think, like, dude, I think you guys are actually, I think you guys might actually just die. All right, I have bad news for you. Okay, I think you guys might actually just perish.
The SP&P being up, I'm not talking about, dude. I don't see the world in blips of one day. I mean, I don't move at. I see things on a much wider, higher angle.
Because
I move
you're
like
Jewish.
I move like
slow.
That's
Then
not
why do you ask
Jewish.
for daily updates?
I move like Trent's in Lord of the Rings.
Honestly, the only reason I
time.
shake the S&P is because you mention it every show.
Every show. And are you invested?
You guys, this is horrible.
This is not what podcasting is.
You want to talk about watches next?
I'm heavily invested.
Harley, what's on your wrist?
I mean, this is probably the best example of a group of people who's having fun together, but because they are all Jewish, they can't really be actually anti-Semitic, unironically anti-Semitic. This is why it's better, I guess. If I don't know, it's just better. It's just better to joke around when everyone is Jewish, okay, about Jewish jokes.
I have nothing on my wrist.
Fair enough.
Except your heart.
Like you literally can't say the same thing when Hassan is making these same kinds of not jokes, but it's just it's just weird.
But it's straight. You know what
we talked about this last
not
time.
really
See, that's a little embarrassing.
And I saw Tom Cruise. He was wearing a suit, and his watch was he had his arm up, and his watch was all down his forearm.
It was way too loose.
Wasn't it supposed to be locked in on the knuckle? Isn't it supposed to be locked in up here?
Some people don't. Some people wear it too loose. I think that's probably a faux pas. But
I believe he wears a platinum day-date president.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's Tom Cruise's watch?
Yes, from what I've seen pictures of.
I mean, it's pretty
cool.
It's not crazy. It's nice.
It's
the platinum's
expensive.
a little special hint. How much is a platinum day-date?
I literally never got the appeal of watches. I'm sorry, unironically, I just never understood what was so attractive about watches. It's just I don't what am I supposed to? It's just I don't get watches, dude. Hassan put a video about Asmongold on his YouTube channel. It's so funny, hilarious to see Hassan get completely owned by the Brooch King himself. Asmongold obsessed to anyone. Okay, maybe we'll take a look at that if we run out of content. But yeah.
MSRP is 60, 65, maybe.
That's pretty normal for a day date.
Yeah.
Noon day date. Anyway, let's move on.
It's cheap.
It's not cheap. I'm just saying it's normal for a day date. I mean, he's Tom Cruise. He's worth $1 billion. You know what I mean?
No.
He's also a part of Scientology.
Right. So
Some ordinary.
Oh no. Tom Cruise is no longer part of Scientology. Okay. Tom Cruise is formerly part of Scientology. He's no longer part of Scientology. So let's be very clear about that, okay? Lest we spread misinformation. I'm pretty sure he finally escaped the cult, which is nice. I'm just glad, Tom Cruise finally escaped. Okay. I'm too OCD to have something on my wrist all day, Lamau. Yeah, and who the fuck has time to put it on? Well, I guess it's a form of self-care, if you really like watches, but yeah.
Gamer said, I agree with
Is this
Ethan. You guys
out
need to
touch?
look beyond the one day. Ethan's the one who brings it up every day. He's the one that's watching it. I'm trying to tell. I agree that you shouldn't look at it.
Who's taking my fully licensed?
No, this is
fully.
Muda.
Guys, can I make Jewish jokes? Oh, sorry. I'm already making them, so I'm kidding.
You misunderstand the situation.
I've heard enough.
He just said also, I like a loose watch, which I don't know about that. We might have a problem
Muda
here.
said that?
Yeah.
Oh, Muda likes a
loose watch.
That's.
Wait, Muda said that?
You may want to reconsider
that's my boy.
that.
Muda Tahar.
Yeah.
You like it?
I'll be your token. You make Jewish jokes. Okay, based. Okay, I just got. Listen, and bonus points if you're Israeli, right? Okay, awesome. Okay, listen. All right, I just got professional opinion from an Israeli Jew, okay, that I can make Jewish jokes, okay? All right, Jews, money. Wait, hold on. Let me try this again. Jews, money. Okay, I'm kidding. Okay.
No, I like Muda.
Oh, I like Muda too, but I don't agree with that.
Hey, Jeff Ross. Hello. Hi. Welcome to the stream.
To me, when I see someone with a watch so loose that it's upside down, I'm
Permission
like,
to
this guy needs to
diaspora
get a
too.
life.
Okay, get ready. I'm about to say another Jewish jokes. Jewish people? Hey. What do you say? I just came up with this one, okay? What do you call it? What do you call it when Jews which part of the body do... Hold on. What do you call it when Jews get a breathing issue? Jewish nose. Okay, all right, continuing. Okay, enough to
You know what I'm saying? When it's upside down?
No, that's the OG way.
No, but it's not because they want to wear it upside down. It's because it's too loose.
But there's some people who wear it on the underside, like old people. Really.
I'm sorry.
Are you really trying to engage?
My apologies. Okay.
You can watch talk right now.
Yes, I am.
He's taking me there.
Can you put up the graphic at least?
I'm so immature, dude.
Some old people
Stop.
put it on the
You have a
underside.
point. You have a point. I'm not mad at that. What I'm mad at is when it's flopping all over the fucking
No one
place.
likes
like a
it.
Guys,
fish.
I am
You guys,
trying
we
to move
have
on.
like hot sauce here of conversation that
I'm
is like
trying so
burning
hard.
my hands. I just want to talk about it already.
All right, get rid of the graphic. Lose the graphic.
You know what, Harley? I am so sorry. You know,
No, I don't
bring
care. I
guests.
have no
This is why we don't
loyalty.
have guests.
No.
I bring
Harley-
them on.
Harley,
I try to do
I'm
something
sorry.
nice, and then I have Dan.
Ignore
I
him.
have
Harley,
Love
my apologies. My
sabotaging
sincere apologies.
my
I'm
whole
sorry.
rude
Thank
beyond
you.
with
I have no
deracimation.
loyalty to any discussions. I was hoping I'd come in for some of Olivia's tea.
Well,
like,
you
I have
are
no
gonna get
loyalty
some.
to
That's happening
anything.
a
You know what I
little bit,
mean?
We
always
actually
have
I'm
have.
so happy
tea.
you're here.
We always got some tea.
You know, when we're done with the Creator Clash talk, we actually have more Goss talk.
We do.
Okay, that's what I like.
So.
But on the boxing thing, let's get it out of the way so we can talk
Yeah,
about the good
so
stuff.
anyway, so they put out this
Please.
statement, and this statement. What happened now?
The Oreo said Mudaha was wearing his fucking Seamaster halfway up his arm.
Well, it's
Dude,
not a
there's-
bracelet. It's
There's
not a.
war.
As a doctor, I can say that collecting watches is part of the profession. Oh. I mean, you kind of expect doctors to be obsessed with watches, no? Because they have enough money to afford watches, right? Like you kind of do expect doctors to be like watch people, right? Like golden, platinum, Rolex motherfuckers, no?
It's not a fucking armlet, bro.
There's war going on among.
That's a nice watch.
Okay, and Muda says, I just like a bit loose, so it wiggles a bit on my arm, not enough to flip
car people?
upside down.
Can you send a photo? Can you text me a photo, Muda?
Okay, I always say you want some play. You want a little play with it.
That sounds like what Muda's saying.
A little play.
Little play, not if the fucking. It needs to be on.
By the way, this is why I can never be into communism, because it just removes a lot of like actual incentive of earning lots of money, right? Like, why the fuck would you ever be fucking communistic when you can't be a doctor and you can buy fucking cool ass watches and cars and sports cars? Like, isn't a big motivation for doing a lot of these professions is like the fuck tons of money that you get? So like, if you get like fuck tons of money, isn't it like just reasonable to like want to get enough money to like buy gold Rolex watches? Like,
On the, I forget the name of this.
Put the graphic back up.
Listen, we don't need to argue. No, take the graphic down, AV.
You guys can talk about watches however much you want.
I'm pretty sure I've seen a video recently that the most successful business in Cuba is a privately owned restaurant. No, sorry, the most successful restaurant in Cuba is a private one, not one that is like I'm pretty sure that one is like the most top-rated restaurant because they actually have capitalist incentives rather than stupid fucking Cuba like regime type ass shit that nobody ever fucking wants ever in their fucking life ever. I don't know, dude. Stupid. Edwin, I have no idea what the fuck you're saying. Who? Okay, are these people bots? These people are bots, aren't they? Edwina, if you're not a bot, say you're not a bot. Quickly. Quickly. This is your one chance.
Take it down, AB.
I ban bots.
To move on. I'm so sorry, Harley.
Harley, I'm sorry.
Take
Oh, never mind. Coco already took action.
Send us a photo. We don't need to argue. We'll pull up the photo. We'll look and we'll assess. And Nick, while you're there, and nice to see you.
This is blasphemy.
Jolly Saint Nick, the divine.
By the way, every communist leader had a role. Yeah, because they can live like capitalists. Okay? They can live like capitalists. All right, yeah.
The new pope. Send in. I don't know what you wear.
I'm pretty sure Che Guevara actually did shit, right? Like, I mean, he still killed people, but like, I mean, at least he wasn't a fucking grifter, you know.
American Pope.
Yeah,
Get it now.
Yeah. So send it. So you both send photos, please. I'm not in touch with Nick, so
I respect
you
the
text
grind.
it to Harley or Muda, and they text me. You guys can give him my number too. Nick's on my speed. Nick's on speed dial.
Nick should text Harley a picture of his phone.
Yeah.
So Harley can send it.
But I was saying also you can get my number from either one of those guys. All right, can we move on, please, Dan?
Yeah.
Do I have your permission to move on?
We are putting it behind us, and we are moving forward.
Killing people and having a concentration camp for homosexuals, that's what he did? Yeah, but for the time, you know, at least. Yeah. Listen, the standard isn't very high for communists, okay? All right? It's really hard for them to not, like, commit mass murder via bad economic policies and prevent people from ever leaving an economic zone where they're forced to work and then have all of their crop and harvest being collected by the government officials to be redistributed to the capital city of the communist regime. Oops, what did I just describe? The Holodomor. Yeah, that's right. Okay, all right.
Yeah, Ethan.
You know, Anissa
Thank you,
and
Ethan,
Ian are
finally.
at home like they're perfect. They're eating each other.
Ethan can't finish his sentence.
This is how they see me. Oh, I'm not going to do it. I was going to do the Jew thing, but people would use that in bad faith.
They found a couple of really groundbreaking discoveries through that experimentation.
Seriously? Seriously? Which experiments? Which experiments, Anissa? Say it. Say it. Which experiments?
Stop arguing with the soundboard.
I'm so glad we got back on track, guys.
Say it. Be brave and stand on your shit,
As terrible
Anissa.
as the Holocaust
pull up
was,
the video.
obviously it was horrendous, and how disgusting the doctor was that did the experiments on people, gay people, handicaps, twins, and obviously they were obviously Jewish.
Muda texted you.
I love how it's
Why?
like an afterthought. The Jews are like,
Or they did it on Jewish people.
yeah, I think they did it on Jews too.
I'll send it in the podcast. So you focus.
How can I focus now that I know there's a picture?
Mudahara sent you a picture of his.
Thank you, Muda.
Castro had one Rolex for each hand. Literally, he used 2 watches at the same time. Fucking moron. Okay, I don't get that. Like, 1 watch is sexy, but 2 watches, that's just kind of too far. Like, okay, I don't actually get that. Like, what's the point of having 2 watches? You just look kind of like a retard, no? Like, right?
You'll have to pull that up, and maybe you could send that to Harley, and then Harley can send it to me over the Discord.
Yeah, if you send it to me, I could put it up on my screen, and someone could screenshot that. And
You know, we're probably gonna have to stay late today.
In every communist country, there always seems to be a food shortage and long waits outside the door for food at the grocery stores. Right, but okay, I guess, listen, that is a trope, but do you guys know why that happens? Do you guys know why that happens? Is because, okay, because people like bashing communist countries, but people don't actually understand why the economy doesn't work. The reason why the economy doesn't work is because when the people at the top is trying to set the prices for everything, right? Because it's all like price setting and, command economy, right? Trying to regulate the prices at the very top. The problem you have is then you don't have the free market to do the price regulating for you all that much, all right? Because you yourself is regulating everything, right? So instead what happens is that when a human decision is not as accurate or as precise or as fast as the free market regulating regulating the prices of various goods. So what happens is that sometimes the costs of the goods fall behind the rest of the world. Okay, and when that happens, the people at the top forget to set the prices for some very, very common goods that are very, very cheap. All right. So what happens is that a lot of civilians will go to the stores early to buy out every single cheap good that that didn't have their pricings changed, right, to be more expensive, right? So when that happens, then you have shortages. When can we debate? Never. Okay, maybe when when I run out of stuff. Okay.
Hila, you should give a heads up to our helpers.
Do you have Harley here? Okay, let's see. Yeah.
I mean,
no, it's Friday, baby. We're getting out of here on time.
I sent it to you.
For sure.
You sent it to Harley.
Casio FX 9991CW Advanced Scientific Calculator for the win. Yeah, I mean, the problem is, again, it's just like people are just kind of stupid as well, right? Like, how could one person regulate the economy, like, as well as the free market, right? Like here's the thing, okay? I'm a social democrat, okay? I'm not like a hardcore libertarian person, okay? I believe that if you have fully unfettered free market capitalism, what you end up with are monopolies, okay? You end up with mergers and you end up with monopolies. So this is why you need to have regulations on the market, because you need to prevent corporations from doing heinous shit, right? Like controlling everything. Or like the fucking blood diamond stuff that was happening, right? Where people were like harvesting diamonds from Africa, restricting everybody else, and one company had all the diamonds. And then even though they could lower the price of diamonds later on, they just don't, because they want to restrict the amount of diamonds that are flowing into the United States to keep them expensive on purpose, right? That's the definition of like a monopoly. So yeah. What was National Socialist Economic Theory? I have no fucking idea. Okay, all right. All I know is that I just watched a video on the Soviet Union, and that's all I know. Okay.
So Harley, you're gonna pull it up and show it on the screen, please. Harley is gonna pull it up now.
Hello, you're early today. I want to be earlier and earlier, just mainly because yeah, whatever I was doing was not healthy. Okay, like the whole like staying up 50 years into the day, all right, was probably not the healthiest thing to do. All right, and also it just gives me more time to well, it gives me more leeway to be loud about certain subjects, okay? Because otherwise I can't be loud. All right, I gotta be loud.
There it is. All right, so what the fuck? That thing is huge. What's the diameter on that?
I think it's a 40 if it's a Seamaster.
No, that looks like a 45.
It didn't look like crazy loose.
Well, Muda the only reason we needed a picture was to see the slack. He didn't get the slack.
Wait, Harley,
yeah, you didn't take a let me see it again.
You want that again? You want that again?
Let me see it.
Let me hold it up.
Slack.
No, we need one.
It's because I call her to ask for the stream to be early, so I don't have patience to see. Okay, I can't tell if you just did like a pun right there. Patience to see, because patience. Get it? Like impatience? And okay, all right, whatever, man.
On the bottom to see how much is loose.
Muda, please.
More available audience earlier to not many viewers in the Pacific Ocean. That does explain some people coming in, okay? Maybe I'll move it even 1 hour earlier tomorrow, okay? Who the fuck knows? Okay?
Can you send
maybe
a video of him like pushing up and down?
Yeah, he needs to jiggle
No, just
his
look
arm.
at the bottom. I just want to see how much
Feeling kind of evil, okay?
to spare.
From this photo, it does not look that bad.
It looks normal,
No, looks
right?
fine. Yeah.
It looks fine.
It looks big though.
looks fine.
That thing looks monster.
That's what that watch is like.
It's a diving watch.
So what does that mean? They have to make it the size of a fucking oxygen
Well,
tank?
it's supposed to go over your wetsuit. Essentially,
Can you put up the watchdog graph?
No. All right.
No.
All right. So anyway, let's just start the show.
Just stream on the same time as Mao, steal his views. Doesn't he stream like extremely late at night? Also, like I'm pretty sure we don't actually share an audience, no? Like, to be very to be accurate about it. This guy shops a Rolex. That really depends. Isn't like one of these things like 200,000 up to 200,000? I don't fucking know. I don't know how expensive these things are. Okay.
Please.
Okay.
But what about the stream and we just go live?
Guys, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us today, the HV show. Today we're talking about Creator Clash. Here, thank you, Ed. So what did they say? They put out a press release and they sneak dissed them. They said 34% of the profit share originally allocated to Ian and Anissa is now being redistributed among the fighters following their departure. That's fucking interesting. Also, the fighters are now getting 54% profit. And
right.
Again, I'm not against the fighters profiting, but why are we marketing this as a charity event?
That's my question. And also, I think it's a new information, right? That nothing from the ticket sales or watching
We're
it
gonna
online.
watch. Let me pull the video up.
Okay.
Here is this came out first that I saw. Is that we were always like, where are they? There's not putting out a statement. What the hell's going on? So finally, the new owners, who is Ego Raptor of Game Grumps, and he owns the touring or the production company, Real Good Touring.
I'm going to call for what I believe. I believe Creator Clash is a scam, a straight up fucking scam. I wouldn't close. Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, I wouldn't say it's a scam yet, but I would just say it has a lot of weird, shady shit that's going on. If that makes sense, right? Like, I don't know, like if at least $1 is going to charity, I wouldn't say it's a scam, but close enough to being one, maybe. Also, use the Aura link in the description. It really works. All my malpractice claims went down after I subscribed. True. All right. If you guys want to avoid malpractice claims, okay, like Dr. Sess does, I believe, you know, just remember to sign up for Aura.com/Foodshops, okay? Don't want these pesky lawyers getting in your fucking way. Easy peasy. All right. You just fucking sign up. All right. Just not hard. Ooh, okay.
I think it's called. And there's Ethan Nestor and Alana Pierce, who I don't know what's their involvement or if they're just there for
that scummy ticket situation was a scam. Which one?
Moral support. It sounds
just there to support.
Yeah, I think they're just spokespeople for the event now.
That's nice.
Hosting also the night of the fight. They're doing
them too.
they're doing something that night.
They're hosting.
They're
yeah.
To be fair, if you're gonna sign up, if you're planning on signing up, you should just use my link. Okay? Don't use. Listen. Forget about Willie Mac. Okay? Forget about Willie Mac. Use my link instead. Okay? Willie Mac? Who? Who the fuck is Willie Mac? Use my link.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Okay. So this came out first, and then I saw the press release with the 34%, and that's when this whole thing went nuclear. So let's watch this video here. There's a few standout moments here.
Were delayed the event and blocked refunds before any announcements happened? No shot. Really? Holy shit. Okay, that doesn't sound acceptable. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know specifically about like some shit, but like, damn, that doesn't sound.
Nobody brought boxing gloves to punch me in the face.
Oh, I should have.
Blah, 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 blah. No one's ever done that there before.
Hello, everybody.
Now, I'll say of these three people, they all seem to be very nice.
Shop's opinions on guns or guns collecting? I think you should be free to collect guns. Guns are cool. It makes you feel like a man, right? Like, yeah. Go shoot some guns. I don't know. I think it's fine to own guns. It's whatever. I have a very neutral opinion of them. Yeah.
Very kind people. And I said beforehand, whoever inherits this mess, I will put no blame on. Like, they were given a week, okay, to pick up the pieces of a catastrophic nuclear meltdown that had Ian and Anissa, and their sheer incompetence, their sheer lack of foresight, greed, stupidity.
Physical tickets are automatic refunds now. I believe pay-per-view are not. Oh, that's just pathetic a little bit. I don't know. It's just weird. you can get refunds now again because they found that's illegal in Florida. Dude, I wish they would just keep on going and then somebody would sue them for like more money than they sold the tickets for. It would be really funny, okay?
And what else? Patheticness.
Narcissism?
Narcissism. You know, left behind.
Yeah.
My name is Ethan Nestor. I fought in Creator Clash 2, and I won. And I'm here with my pals.
Seems like a nice...
Oh, okay, so that was a good cutoff for the first segment. Okay, second segment. Okay, guys. So I believe this one is the video that Creator Clash released to explain for all the recent drama that was happening recently. So yeah, I mean, I already watched this video yesterday, I believe. And now we're gonna watch it again, but this time Ethan is covering it. So yeah, let's just take a look at what's going on. Well, now I don't feel bad watching your stream while carrying and being in the ER. Are you actually in the ER right now? Jesus Christ, dude. What happened? Did you get injured? Oh wait, you're a doctor, never mind.
Nice guy.
About Creator Clash 3.
Alana's nice. I know her. I've never talked to Aaron, but he also seems like a nice guy.
Yes, hi, I'm Alana.
These are 3 of the nicest people I've met since I've moved out here.
There it is. And Harley, you want to say something mean about either of these 3 or no?
No, out of those 3, I like Aaron the least by far, and I really like Aaron a lot. So, I mean, that's all I got to say.
Wow, that's a stunning endorsement. So.
What? What is that statement?
Actually, I was curious though because Aaron was involved in the first 2, so I don't know what the like the thing about like you were saying you wouldn't blame the people who inherit Creator Clash. Nor would I, because they got to pick up the pieces. But I don't know what the breakdown was or the dynamic any step of the way. So for me personally, like when Idubbbz and Anissa left, I'm not, as a fighter, I mean, I wouldn't be like, oh, cool, now it's a new person. I actively worked with Ian and Anissa because I enjoyed working with them. But I don't really like working with content creators because of basically how it turned out in the end, how it is now. But initially, I'm picky with who I would work with. So if there's a whole new dynamic going on there, it's on a new date, fighters are backing out. It's kind of just, it is a different event. But what's, like, I mean, when you bring up the profit thing, I know someone was going to get paid. I know someone's going to make money, obviously. But because of all the bad vibes around the event, they have to kind of explain more things and be transparent about more things. So I'm just curious, like...
See, now what I'm kind of interested in is that, like, if Anissa and Ian is really making 35% of the profit share for the event, why the fuck is the video framing it as if they're like disavowing them, as if like they're saying, oh, we're not responsible for the things that Ian and Anissa are doing, we're separating them completely from the event? Well, now it's not really that true, is it? Right? Like it's not entirely truthful, because you are promoting an event where you're disavowing the same people that are being paid a profit share of the event. So, you know, that part doesn't really make sense to me. I mean, maybe there's more things going on. Maybe there's like an innocent explanation for things. Like my mind is open to, you know, these kinds of things. But at the same time, it just seems kind of like scummy. I don't know. Like it just seems kind of weird. Right?
How much does Aaron make from Creator Clash 3?
Sure, yeah, I think that's a totally fair. I think you're right. I think full transparency here is needed. Frankly, I'm surprised that they even want to fucking do this. To me, that seems like suicidal ambition. But he's dedicated. He wants to do it. He thinks he can pull it off. I mean, I know he's a big like force, right, in the creator space, I think. So maybe he can do it. I feel like it's running uphill, and I feel like. As much, I'm rooting for them. I feel like there's no chance in hell this succeeds.
To me, it's too hard.
Everybody's so burned out.
It's too hard to separate it from what's happened so far.
Yeah, the brand is ruined.
It is still Ian and Anissa's Creator Clash, and the downfall of it is still happening in front of us. So like, it's hard to already be like, oh, it's a new thing now. This is a whole new thing, and let's get excited about it again. It's like, no, I don't know. It's still
You know what vibes this reminds me of? This reminds me of Kamala Harris running last minute vibes after Joe Biden drops out. This this is the vibes I'm talking about. Like the vibes of this is like last minute change. Hope to God everything fucking works. And start believing in God, okay? Like just start getting religious. Okay, like that is the vibe that I kind of get from the situation. You're really praying for the vibes to turn positive last minute when the vibes have been fucking shit from the start, and it's still shit. You know, it's never stopped being shit. So
crashing.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, this is aimed so much lower. You know, the Palladium is 20% the size of the
4,000 or
out of Amalie Arena. Yeah, and Amalie Arena is like 18 or 20,000.
Yeah.
So it's.
Have you seen the title? Sorry, have you seen the title matchup here, Harley?
Tubbo.
You see? Can you see it? TBD versus TBD.
Oh, so you think they have a fighter? I think they have someone, by the way, or they have a match. Secretly, I think they have something that they're planning on revealing, like a big fight.
Sorry, I cut you off there.
I don't even know what I was saying.
Okay, fair enough.
Yo, TBD is gonna be on. I know, right, dude? I'm so fucking hyped, dude. Let's fucking go! Fucking TBD! Fuck!
But yeah, your opponent dropped out. LA Beast, who we were, you know, talking about what a nice guy he is. Freddie Wong, who, you know, this poor guy. That guy's a professional. He's a class.
He's got a movie he's trying to promote. He can't, like, the time he took off, he tours with his show.
Oh, Freddie Wong is Rocket Jump, right? Like he's Rocket Jump. Yeah, pretty awesome fucking channel, by the way. All right, like these special effects movie cinematic guys are, you know, rare these days. Like it's not really a thing anymore on YouTube. He's part of like a dying breed of YouTubers who put vast amounts of effort into each one of their videos, where it's all like special effects, like that's not like generated by AI, although I don't know if they use AI right now or whatever, but like it doesn't really matter, I guess. Yeah, I mean, these guys are just really impressive people. Not easy to do. The stuff that they do is crazy. They tried to get into Hollywood, but Hollywood was too elite. So, yeah, they just eventually stopped fucking trying to get into Hollywood. So they tried to do like indie shit. But, yeah.
Around Europe and stuff, and